This is Housing News 360. The headlines. NAHEFS urges practitioners to embrace training and innovation in practice. GAD demands investigation into Lekki collapses. Oyo government reaffirms commitment to demolition shanties. From the foreign scene, China's home prices fall despite revival efforts. The Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, NAHES, has urged its members to focus on continuous upskilling and retraining to enhance competence and adapt to changing socio-economic dynamics. The NAHES president, Mr. Victor Alonge, at the head of Practice Assembly in Ikeja, Lagos, urged practice leaders to embrace continuous skilling and reskilling to stay relevant in today's volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous environment. He further stressed the importance of upskilling and adapting to thrive in a VUCA environment, calling for process redefinition, restructuring and collaboration, urging practitioners to enhance their skills and embrace new technologies to meet modern market demands and international standards. He, however, urged innovation to adapt to changing technology, citing threats from e-commerce and committed to supporting reforms that promote transparency and accountability in the profession. The rising rents in urban centers fueled by inflation are forcing low-income renters to the suburbs with limited supply, high demand and economic challenges, shrinking affordable housing options and reducing earning power for many Nigerians. The rising rents and the desire for more space are pushing Lagos renters to suburbs like Surulere, Gbagada, Lakowe and Awoyaya, depending on their work location and budget. The former chairman of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, NAHES, Sam Eboigbe, stated that the rising rents are pushing tenants to affordable suburbs, prioritizing cost over location, noting that low-income earners are struggling with inflation, which affects their ability to cover rent, school fees and other essential expenses. Sam Eboigbe, however, urged the government to stabilize the economy and reduce inflation to help low-income earners, commending Lagos' efforts to improve transport options and also calling for policies to prevent migration from city centers. The Building Collapse Prevention Guard (BCPG) has raised concerns over frequent building collapses in Lekki, Lagos State, calling for investigations and highlighting the January 28, 2025 collapse at Northern Foreshore Estate as reported by the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency. It also highlighted two major incidents on January 28, including the collapse of a three-story building at Mega Mall Estate, Ikota, with rescue efforts using heavy machinery, compromised vital evidence for investigations and endangered survivors. The BCPG Lekki cell, however, called for an investigation into a recent building collapse, expressing doubts based on past failures, including the 2022 collapse at Oniru that killed 4 and the 2013 collapse at Muri Okunola Street, where investigations were never carried out. The Lagos State government has warned of above normal rainfall in the 2025 raining season, lasting from late March to early December, according to the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tokunbo Wahab, at the Seasonal Climate Prediction Press Briefing in Alausa. The 2025 rainfall forecast predicts 1,936 mm for the first 6 to 8 months, bringing increased rainfall to Lagos and Ogun State, including Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos Island, and Ekpe. Wahab, however, assured Lagos residents that the state is strengthening flood control measures ahead of expected rainfall, stressing the importance of the Nigerian Meteorological Agency's seasonal climate prediction for early warnings and urged residents to stay alert and take precautions as the rainy season approaches. The Oyo State government has reaffirmed its commitment to demolishing illegal structures around schools in the state. The chairperson of Oyo State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority, Justice Aderonke Aderemi, confirmed the Oyo State government's commitment to demolishing illegal structures around schools, emphasizing the drive for a lawful, orderly society despite any complaint. She, however, stated that her visit followed a petition about shanties near St. Gabriel School, reaffirming Governor Makinde's October 2023 order to remove shanties around schools, and noted that letters and meetings with local leaders had been conducted to urge residents to vacate. From the foreign scene, China's new home prices has declined faster in February, marking the first worsening in 6 months despite the government's recent effort to support the market. The home prices in 70 Chinese cities fell to 0.14% in February, with used home prices dropping to 0.34% despite improved sales, raising concerns about the market recovery amid deflation and trade war. Nomura's chief China economist Lu Ting, however, warned in a March 10 report that China's property collapse is ongoing, with data showing a loss of momentum. However, residential sales dropped from 0.4%, improving from last year's 17.5% decline, with Zi Chunyuan of Capital Economics warning that China's recovery may be short-lived.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
Housing TV Africa, your first in housing development broadcasting.